Hey, it's PhilzGoodMan.
This is Undercover Dudes, all the way from down under.
UCD and I have teamed up as we attempt to address the question, why try hard in an IO game? And this is something that you've probably been asked as well. Part 1 of this video is going to be on UCD's channel. I'll include a link in the description. And this is part 2 of why I play Krunker. Reason number 6 why I play Krunker is because of the clean and simple graphics. I don't really understand when people say that this game has bad graphics. I actually think that it's really refreshing to see a game like Krunker where everything is so simple and clean. When you're playing a first-person shooter, sometimes you really like to be immersed in a new game world, but other times you just really want to enjoy the control and precision of using a mouse and keyboard and aiming and firing and landing your shots. Playing a game like Fortnite, although I am a Fortnite player, it can get very hectic very quickly. Games like PUBG often feel more like Where's Waldo than an actual game. I enjoy these games, but nothing brings me back to Krunker like the clean and simple graphics.
For me, a big reason why I keep coming back to Krunker is the replay value. Despite being a humble browser FPS game, Krunker is jam-packed with content that keeps us coming back for more. I could talk about this for hours, but let's quickly go over what makes Krunker such an addicting game. Looking at just the base game, you have so many classes that differ not only by weapon, but also by health, by movement speed, and also other mechanics like shotgun or rocket jumping. You then look at the base modes, of which there is only a few: hardpoint, team deathmatch, free-for-all, and capture the flag. But each has its place in Krunker.io, and the same can be said about the maps. Each is fantastic to play on, and it ensures that there is no filler in the base game. You just can keep coming back for more. All the maps are really solid, a very curated list. Overall, it's fantastic to play. Now, if you're getting sick of normal Krunker and you want a bit of change of pace, you can then hop into the custom section, and the game creativity just explodes. Prop hunt, gun game, boss battle, infected, custom maps, the list goes on and on and on. And that's a credit to how customizable the game rules are and how map making is really supported by the developers. It makes Krunker an experience that just keeps on giving.
One of the reasons why I play Krunker is the updates. The updates are frequent and they're also really good quality. Since I started playing the game in April of 2019 until the time I made this video, there has been 60 updates to the game. Some of the updates include really big added features to the game and others are smaller, but they're all designed to take the game in the right direction. To contrast this, Epic Games is known for putting really silly updates to the games, content patches, adding things that everybody doesn't like mechs. And they use this as a marketing tactic so they can constantly stay trending on sites like YouTube and other places. So I'm glad that Krunker doesn't do updates just for the sake of updates. But to highlight some of the things that we did get since I started playing, we got the Bowman, the famous class, the Commando. We got the market update where you can buy and sell. There's been several new maps that have been cycled in and out of the rotation, RIP Kanji. And we now have the beta version of the ranked mode. So I'd say that the updates definitely kept me coming back to the game.
I think it's very fair to say that Krunker has by far the most customization I have ever seen in a browser first-person shooter game. And to be honest, even the most when compared to normal first-person shooters. This game is just so customizable. The developers have allowed for full customization of the game from a cosmetic standpoint, with FOV sliders, custom scopes, custom crosshairs, view models turning on and off, X, Y, and Z offsets for view models, an insane amount, basically custom everything. Custom clients are also possible, transforming the look of the game completely. On top of that, there is a limitless amount of mods, allowing weapons to be transformed into guns from other games, skins to be changed, and even the graphics of the game to be modified. New features are being added each and every week, making it possible to customize the game even more. The devs are not scared to let the players have control and tweak their game to exactly how they like it. And that's a true sign of a dev team that not only cares about their community, but has trust and faith for them to really go and expand on the game and make it even better.
And the last reason why I play Krunker is because of its speed. And I'm going to explain why this is so important that it deserves its own section. If you ask the average gamer what does a fast-paced FPS game look like, they probably wouldn't put Krunker somewhere on their list. But in reality, even games that are associated with speed, like arena FPS, such as Quake Champions, actually they're a lot slower than Krunker. Quake Champions does have more complexity when it comes to the classes as well as items on the map, and there's more depth in the 1 vs 1 mode. But I think that Krunker manages to balance out the high speed of the gameplay with very simple and sound fundamental mechanics. The more important point about speed that I want to make here is that speed contributes to the skill ceiling of a game being higher. Krunker has a really low skill floor if you think about it, because the mechanics are super easy to pick up and play, but because of the speed and some of the advanced tactics, it makes the skill ceiling a lot higher. And you might be thinking, well, it's the same rules for everyone, but it's simply more impressive when a game is faster and people have less time to react, and the fast-paced games are often the ones that truly stand the test of time. Take the game Super Smash Bros. Melee for example. It's now an 18-year-old game, and back in 2017, it was one of the titles on Twitch that had the most esports hours watched. That's watch time for organized tournaments. In addition to the great gameplay mechanics, speed is often cited as a reason why people continue to play Super Smash Bros. Melee to this day. And I think Krunker possesses the same kind of properties where it can be played for years and years to come. So there you have it between part 1 and part 2 of the video. Those are me and UCD's top 10 reasons why we play Krunker. I had a lot of fun collaborating with UCD on this video. It was really interesting to hear his perspective. UCD is really like an expert on free-to-play FPS games, whereas I have very little experience in those types of games. I come from a lot of the AAA esports titles, and I've never done content creation before Krunker. So I think it's really interesting that we both ended up on this same game. But we both know it when we see a great online FPS game, and Krunker is truly a great one. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't, please subscribe to my channel, and also be sure to check out UCD's channel if you're not subscribed to him already. Thank you.